What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Rapid Fire Builds, a new segment designed not to replace our existing build videos, but simply to give you more of the build you want. These builds will consist of requested pre-existing characters and requests from our subscribers. Unlike the standard builds, we won't cover a backstory, role-playing elements, or go deep into detail about the build. Rather, we will jump straight to what you need to create the build. The rest is on you. No backstories, no breakdowns, no bullshit, just the basics. If you've ever played a D&D campaign set in the Forgotten Realms, are an avid reader of fantasy, or ever played any of the Baldur's Gate series of video games, chances are high that you have heard the name Drizzt. If you haven't, then Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. Created by R.A. Salvatore in 1987, this legendary fighter was originally designed as an essentially throwaway character, sidekick to Wulfgar, the dwarf-raised barbarian, pitched on a whim when Salvatore's editor asked him to replace another character in his novel, Icewind Dale. Relegation to a secondary role would not be the legacy of the Dark Elf Ranger, however. Between the fan response and Salvatore's own love for the rebellious drow, he would instead propel himself to become one of the most well-known characters in all of fantasy, which is probably why I've unsurprisingly had a lot of requests to bring him to life in the Skyrim. Ask and ye shall receive. I shouldn't have to tell you by this point, but in case you missed it, Drizzt is a dark elf. You're going to use a stat spread of 70% health and 30% stamina, as you won't be making use of magic. For your standing stone, you're going to go with the Lord Stone for extra defenses it will grant. Drizzt is a master swordsman and archer, best known for his use of the dual scimitars Twinkle and Icing Death. While we can't precisely replicate the enchantments of his weapons, we will mimic them as best we can. You will of course dual wield scimitars, one enchanted with frost damage and drain stamina, the other enchanted with silent moons and absorb health. For ranged combat, you will use the Nightingale bow. To defend yourself, you will wear Guildmaster's armor, Nightingale gloves, Linway's boots, your choice of either green or black linen cape, and any enchanted amulet and ring that you see fit. Aside from your weapons, enchantments are entirely at your discretion, but I would recommend Fortify One-Handed, Fortify Light Armor, Fortify Magic Resistance, and Fortify Stamina Regen where applicable. Favorited abilities will consist of Animal Allegiance, Aura Whisper, Disarm, Slow Time, and Marked for Death. Black Books and other powers can be set up at your discretion. Now let's take a look at the perks. In One-Handed, you will take 5 points in Armsman, Fighting Stance, Savage Strike, and Paralyzing Strike. In Archery, you will take 5 points of Overdraw, Eagle Eye, 2 points of Steady Hand, Power Shot, Quick Shot, and Bullseye. In Light Armor, you will take 5 points of Agile Defender. In Sneak, you will take 5 points in Stealth, Backstab, Deadly Aim, Muffled Movement, Lightfoot, and Silent Roll. In Enchanting, you will take 5 points of Enchanter, Fire Enchanter, Frost Enchanter, Storm Enchanter, and Extra Effect. And finally, in Smithing, you will take Steel Smithing and Arcane Blacksmith. And finally, let's talk mods. The only mod you will really need here will be craftable cloaks and capes, or your favorite cape mod. And if you wish to take the character a little bit further, I would recommend no helmets required, which will open up all of the remaining armor perks to you, since you won't be using a helmet to increase your survivability. Beyond that, the choice is entirely up to you. And that will wrap up our first rapid fire build. I'll be back soon again with a brand new full build video, and if the reception to this build is positive, I will shortly follow with another viewer requested rapid fire build. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a like so that I can see you guys want more of these. I'm Shadowlord Zero of MasterQuest Gaming. Happy questing, everyone.